A lot of traditional meadows like this have been lost over the last 60 or 70 years, so it's really important that we continue to manage these areas because they provide such a haven for much of our wildlife.
As you can see, the meadows here, the wildflowers are just about getting to the end of their flowering period. They'll be dropping their seeds. The seeds will be drying out. So it's the opportune time now for Telford and Wrekin to go round and mow the meadow sites. So it's sites like this at the lodges and beach fields, nature reserves, but also you'll see some of our wildflower verges across the borough. They'll be receiving the same treatment. So it might look scruffy to some, but it's a habitat for many creatures. But what we're going to be doing now is cutting it down quite short to enable next year's flowers to the seeds to drop down, to germinate either later on in this autumn or next spring to provide the wildflowers for next year.
As friends of the lodge field, people living locally, we got together because this was used as a field for horse grazing, and they stopped doing that, and we said we didn't want it to just become wild. We wanted to manage it and keep it as a meadow. And about 16 years ago we took it over with the help of Telford and Wrekin together as a partnership. We've, as an indicator of how the field's improved, we count the orchids every year, and we've gone from 2005 we had around 19-20 orchids, and this year we had over 3,000.
As well as being really important for wildlife, meadow areas like this are also really valuable for capturing carbon out of the atmosphere and locking it into the soil. So they're an important part of our challenge of meeting net zero by 2030. Across the borough we have a lot of grassland areas, and whilst we can't leave all of them to grow long because we need to allow for visibility along highways, informal and formal sports and picnic areas and so on, we do regularly review our grassland management so that we can increase the areas of land that we can allow to grow longer, encourage wildflowers and encourage that biodiversity.